Alignment Workshop on May the 15th. Go to zenbar.org. That's zenbar.org. Hey family, this is King Simon, here to tell you about Cosmic Alignment Workshop. That's right, the Cosmic Alignment Workshop in the West End of Atlanta at the Zen Bar. That's right, go to zenbar.org and get your tickets. We only have 33 seats. That's it. And then we might do a live stream. We're not sure yet, but I'm telling you, it's happening on Sunday, May the 15th, $99 early bird tickets, $155 regular tickets. I'm telling you, it's going to be Coach Helen, Ellison Nedra, and yours sincerely, King Simon, in the building, dropping numbers, spirituality, spiritual business, and all of that. Remember, align yourself with all the tools to succeed with cosmic alignment using spiritual modalities. Go to www.zenbar.org. That's www.zenbar.org for more information. Get your tickets, get your tickets, get your tickets. It's going to be off the hizzle for shizzle. Cosmic Alignment Workshop, King Simon, Coach Helen, Ellison Nedra is going to be off the hook. www.zenbar.org. Hey, this is King Simon. Remember, make sure you go to my website, kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com or Linktree at King Simon the Numeral Bethea. Get all 4 of my books, and of course, that's the Numeral Bethea for Mental Stability. Numbers are simple, people are complicated. Numbers are simple, children's health is important, and no promotion is bad promotion. Just spell my name right. Make sure you get them now on all my links. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. Go now. I hope everybody is well. How y'all doing, family? How y'all doing? Don't forget the big Detroit thing is happening. The big Detroit thing is happening. Make sure you show some love. Make sure you show some love. Make sure you show some love. And make sure you go to the website if you want to see the live stream. Let me go back because I think my sound was kind of off. Okay. Don't forget tonight, we have Master Mo. Master Mo, Professor Mo will be in the building. That's happening on April the 10th tonight at 7 p.m. We got 10 more minutes before we have him coming up. Don't forget, Shauna Paul is coming in, affordable housing and dealing with shelters and the homeless situation. Make sure you tell a friend, tell a neighbor, and tell everybody that's going to be in the building. It's going to be live and direct as we talk about it and be about it. Don't forget, A Genesis. Somebody is coming in the building on High Vibrational Coach. She's going going to be in the building, tantric healer. She's going to be dropping that beautiful information at 11 a.m. on Sunday, April the 24th. And if you're going to be in the Detroit area, make sure you get your tickets at happyfilm.com. But if you want to go to the live stream, all you have to do to go to kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com/events. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com/events. There it is, right there. There it is, right there. There it is, right there. Whoop! The drums are playing. The drums are playing. The drums are playing. Don't forget, the Cosmic Alignment Workshop is going to be May 15th. Make sure you get your tickets. It's only $99 early bird ticket. Make sure you check that out. All right, it's going to be live and direct with Coach Ellison Nedra, and of course, yours sincerely, King Simon, the Numero Veda. If you are into martial arts and you're going to be in Brooklyn, go to May 28th. That's going to be happening from 1 to 4 p.m. All these great grandmasters, the gathering of the grandmasters is going to be happening over there at 759 Washington Avenue. That's right. It's a great presentation. Make sure you tune in, lock in, and go to studymartialarts.com. That's studymartialarts.com to register. Don't forget, if you're looking for some type of alignment with your consciousness, align your consciousness with hypnosis therapy, hypnotic therapy. All you have to do is hit up Kendall, and that's hypnosiswithkendall.com or 800-503-1993. That's 503-1993. Remember, that's an 800 number, okay? And make sure you hit her up on IG also. If you want to find out more about the past life healing sessions, make sure you go to moderndaysage.com. That's moderndaysage.com. Hit her up, show her some love, spread love, because Modern Day Sage is doing it the modern day way. All right. If you are looking for editing services, all you have to do is go to Susie Scripts. Hit her up at 914-361-9467. That's 914-361-9467. If you're looking for health insurance throughout the New York City tri-state area, hit up ShirleySTC@gmail.com. That's ShirleySTC@gmail.com. And don't forget, if you're looking for real estate, make sure you hit up Camille Orta at 718-916-9129. 718-916-9129, and tell her King Simon sent you. And don't forget Lloyd Strayhorn. If you want to hit up Lloyd Strayhorn for his books, his sessions, his consultation, and his classes, go to Lloyd-Strayhorn.com. That's Lloyd-Strayhorn.com. And don't forget, people, you want my classes, all you have to do is take Udemy classes. Go to Udemy.com and get the introductory class, the Numerovation introductory class. Hook you up. And then if you want the full course meal, it's 8 hours, the full course meal. All you have to do is text the word course at 347-496-1022. That's 347-496-1022. And don't forget, if you want any of my books, go to Amazon, or you can go to Linktree/the Numero Veda and tell them King Simon sent you. All right. And if you want to do a numerovation session with me, all you have to do is text me your full name and date of birth to 347-496-1022. Remember, I do have a waiting list for this particular one, but if you want the special pre-recorded 10 minutes and 10 seconds, you won't talk to me, but guess what? All you have to do is text your first name and your date of birth and pay that money of $55, and I will hook you up. And you are allowed to ask at least 3 questions, okay? You're allowed to ask 3 questions. Just want to make sure y'all understand that, all right? Okay, let me turn this down and let's do right into the disclaimer. Yeah, there's a disclaimer, family. There's a disclaimer. Want to make sure everybody understands there's a disclaimer, content disclaimer. The views, comments, and opinions expressed by guest speakers or authors on this YouTube channel do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions held by this channel's broadcasters and its sponsors. Parental guidance is advised. Remember, disclaimer, copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, research for fair use, and use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. So make sure you honor that, family. Make sure if you have your podcast, make sure you have all this, because there's a lot of sensitive stuff going on. And we want to make sure we's are all right. All right, we want to make sure we's are all right. Okay. Okay, family. as I get ready to get in and log in, you know what it is. I hope everybody's well. Make sure you tell a friend, tell a neighbor. Don't forget tonight. Coming up in the next 5 minutes, we have the one, the only Professor Mo. That's right. Mahaliel Bethea. Mr. Bethea is going to be in the building. President of the 52 Blocks Federation, former bodyguard, filmmaker, actor, stuntman, and much more. So make sure y'all tune in. Oh, yeah. So we got so much going on. We're going to change the beat and keep it moving. You know how we doing it right here. This is what it is. So we're going to do what we got to do. And just make sure that we keep it moving. I don't know. This is your brother, King Simon. Make sure you tell a friend, tell a neighbor, tell all of them that your brother is in the building right now, showing that love. And we're going to have a good time as we bring up our guests momentarily. Yeah. Getting a little funky with it. How y'all doing? Oh, we getting funky with it. Getting funky. We're gonna do what we gotta do to keep it moving. I don't know what's going on, you know. Just want to remind people, all you have to do is keep it locked. Don't forget. Don't forget. Why? Hold on one second. Let me take this real quick break. Hold on, I'll be right with you. The professor just called me, so I got to check on him real quick. I'll be right back after this. Hold on one second, family. This is King Simon. Remember, make sure you go to my website, kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com or Linktree at King Simon the Numero Beta. Get all 4 of my books, and of course, that's the New Motivation for Mental Stability. Numbers are simple, people are complicated. Numbers are simple, children's health is important, and no promotion is bad promotion. Just spell my name right. Make sure you get them now on all my links. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. Go now. Hey family, this is King Simon, here to tell you about Cosmic Alignment Workshop. That's right, the Cosmic Alignment Workshop in the West End of Atlanta at the Zen Bar. That's right, go to zenbar.org and get your tickets. We only have 33 seats. That's it. And then we might do a live stream. We're not sure yet, but I'm telling you, it's happening on Sunday, May the 15th, $99 early bird tickets, $155 regular tickets. I'm telling you, it's going to be Coach Helen, Ellison Nedra, and yours sincerely, King Simon, in the building, dropping numbers, spirituality, spiritual business, and all of that. Remember, align yourself with all the tools to succeed with cosmic alignment using spiritual modalities. Go to www.zenbar.org. That's www.zenbar.org for more information. Get your tickets. It's going to be off the hizzle for shizzle. Cosmic Alignment Workshop, King Simon, Coach Helen, Ellison Nedra is going to be off the hook. www.zenbar.org. Hey family, this is King Simon. Don't forget about getting your new motivation session at 347-496-1022. And don't forget about the Cosmic Alignment Workshop on May the 15th. Go to zenbar.org. That's zenbar.org. Okay. There seems to be a little mix-up going on. Now, all you people trying to come on through the link that Professor Mo, he sent you the wrong link. He sent you the private link. So Devontae, Bernard, all of y'all have to get off. and go to the public link on YouTube at King Simon Presents right now. So I'm going to ban all of y'all off of this private link so y'all can go to the public link. All right, please go to the public link. Professor Mo sent you the wrong link. Professor Mo sent y'all the wrong link. He sent y'all the public link and everybody's trying to, he sent y'all the private link and all of y'all trying to jump on. Not a good look, not a good look. I can't do that. Let me get my African beats here. Okay, let me get my other. All right. Woo, man, there's a lot going on, man. Let me bring myself back on. Let me get ready because there's a lot of energy going on and I'm like laughing before Professor come in. Hey, what's up? What's up? I'm back. Tell a friend, tell a neighbor. Of course, we got Sensei Shirley in the background. I'm going to bring her up momentarily right now. But just want to remind everybody, that's Shirley. That's if you want to contact Sensei Shirley. She's one of the co-hosts that paps through and keeps going. Hit her up at IG, Sophia_Lovey. That's Sophia_Lovey. Cash App is right there. That's $ Shirley STC26. She even looks that age too. That's a good look. PayPal is shirleystc@gmail.com. All right. Just want to remind people, of course, keep it locked right here. Don't touch the dial because we're going to be speaking to Master Mo momentarily. And those people that were trying to get on, just want to let y'all know. Yeah, now Master Mo sent y'all the wrong link again. Master Mo sent y'all the wrong link. I sent them the public link, so he should be able to send you the public hyperlink. But let me bring on my good friend, the one, the only. Let me bring her on. Let me get this off first. Let me get this off. Woo-wee! Yes. Those people that are trying to get on, I'm going to kick y'all off. Willie Walker, please. I want to thank you for coming on, but you got to go to the public link. Professor sent y'all the wrong link, so I'm going to kick you off and go to YouTube. Please go to YouTube at King Simon Presents. Go to YouTube at King Simon Presents. Do not come on this link. Go to YouTube at King Simon Presents. Hey, Sensei, you ready? What's up, girl?
I'm ready.
Everybody trying to pop up on the private link because dear Professor sent the wrong link, but it's all good.
It's all good.
It's all good. That's it. That's all good. But it's a whole bunch of, because if it all came up, I wouldn't be able to get him in. So
of course,
it only allowed 10 people. So a whole bunch of people was trying to get in. And I said, oh, Lord, have mercy. Praise the Lord. Jesus. Y'all got me praising Jesus.
You have to praise Jesus. That's right.
Got to praise Jesus. Sorry, I am the Jesus in my house. Thank you very much. That's it. I am the Savior. That's right. I'm not going to take that back.
Oh,
people,
God.
you got, hey, ye are God's children of the Most High God. So that's how I learned this lesson.
Children. That's right.
That's right.
I love that shirt of yours.
Oh, you love this shirt? Yeah, I see Professor in the background. We're going to bring Professor on right now. Professor, hold on.
You got going on.
Oh, you got a better shirt. Yeah, you got a better shirt there. Go ahead, girl. Everything. That's it. All right, so first and foremost, let Professor's in the background. You got to make sure. So he's hilarious.
I'm sorry.
I see him in the background there, but the person that we're about to bring on is the president of the 52 Block Federation, a former bodyguard, filmmaker, actor, stuntman, and much more. He's done so much. Of course, if you want to contact him, go to Professor Mo 247@gmail.com, and also hit him up on YouTube. Check out his new YouTube channel, 52 Block Federation, and of course, his new film on Tubi. And if y'all don't know about the new film on Tubi, this is the new film on Tubi. One of his films on Tubi. Let's give that a round of applause, and let's welcome right here, the one, the only, Mr. Love, Sex, and Master Mo in the building.
Hey. What's going on, guys?
How you doing?
I'm so sorry about that. Everybody's getting in touch with me. You know, I'm bad with it.
Everybody trying to get on the private link. I'm like,
I'm
Lord,
spoiled, man. I'm used to having an assistant, man. I'm so spoiled.
Yeah, I know. I understand, brother. I'm glad everybody was able to make it on elsewhere because, man, all I seen was a bunch of names popping. I'm like, who are these people?
I got to them, though. I got to them quick. Yeah. But it's the wrong one. You know how I do.
Yeah, if too many would have came on, I wouldn't have been able to get you on.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Whole 10 people on there. But first and foremost, Baba, I want to thank you very much for coming on, man. Give yourselves a round of applause. Give you a round of applause.
Thank you.
And I want to say we are very proud of our professor, one of Professor Mo's, man, a gentleman, a scholar that I've known for many years, and he's been doing great work, and he's been nothing but very respectful to me throughout my years. Although I never really got to train with him, but we're part of the family. He's VSK, Arnis, all of that stuff. Sunukas, we're all family here.
Yeah, we're all family.
That Professor V energy, you know how that works. And I've met Professor V, loved his energy, how he treated, never got thrown by his fingers, but that was a whole other thing back in the day.
Man cry.
Yeah. And Anthony and Soke did that to me already. So I know what it feels like from them, but never from the late great Professor V. So brother, first and foremost, man, thank you. And of course, your sensei is here, one of my co-hosts. Let's give her a round of applause in the building. Yeah. Yes.
Thank you.
Now, you know, let's. I know we want to keep it simple, but I want to make sure that people know your history. Those that have never seen you on my channel, although you've been on before, tell the people your history and where's your pedigree starts, my brother, please.
As far as martial arts,
family, all of that. Your family, where your family's from, all of that. Let's go back a little. Unpack. We got time.
You know, my family, we're Gitchy people.
Ah, the Gates.
You know.
No respect for the Gates.
Yeah, and then some of us from Atlanta too.
Mm-hmm.
And I started in martial arts at an early age, and I started learning from my dad, who's a martial artist. I also started learning from my uncle, who taught me the 52 blocks. Mm-hmm. And then I started going to the movies on 42nd Street.
Yes.
And man, I said, I want to get. I didn't know what it was, but the term would be accredited.
Yes.
So I wanted to get a martial arts system that people recognized as a martial arts system and not street fighting. Yes. And so then I started with S. Henry Cho and Taekwondo. Mm-hmm. Moved on Shotokan Karate with Reno Morales. And definitely messed around with the USA Karate team. I also started training other martial arts, Tai Chi with Master C.C. Chen. And also JB the Puppet. Oh, wow. JB was the craziest though, because JB was outside, baby, in the snow, under the train tracks. Whoa! He didn't charge you no money, but he took the blood out of you.
Right.
But and then of course, one day I was watching The Deadliest Men, and Professor V and Moses Powell came up. I was at City College at the time, and they said, well, Moses Powell is with the FOI right now, and he's not even in New York anymore. So I said, well, who's this guy? Who's this teacher? And I was watching Lou Ferrer one day, and Lou Ferrer introduced me to Professor V.
Yes.
And David James was teaching there on Caton Place. This was in the 80s.
Yeah, Caton.
And to show you, he told me, hey, man, I want you to meet me at 6:30. Now, I lived in Queens at the time. That means I had to take the 4 bus from Linden Boulevard to the F train, and then take the F train all the way to Fort Hamilton.
That's right.
So people kill me over the years as being a martial arts professional. People want a convenient school across the street from them.
Exactly.
That's not where the real schools roam. If you really want to learn, you're gonna have to learn how to travel. So,
yes, sir.
Professor V Jitsu is my main. If I had to say who is my instructor, I say Professor V. And whatever afterwards, it was just add-ons that I enjoyed. Of course, when I did Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu with Renzo Gracie, and so I tried to make sure that the people who were teaching me were of a certain caliber, that they was as authentic as possible. Because the first time I did the 52s, funny enough, that's not real martial arts. And even today, 40, 50 years later, people still don't respect the 52s as a martial arts, even though they're stealing it, they're using it, they're appropriating it. You see so many guys
doing it. Yeah.
and calling it other stuff.
Yes.
And that's so I was at the martial arts super show with Rena Morales, God rest his soul. And these dudes were doing something that looked like the 52 blocks. And I said, that's the 52 blocks. So Reno said to me, he said, well, you're a filmmaker, do a video. I said, man, I don't want to mess with that. That's going to mess my money up. Because all y'all want to talk about is jail, and nobody wants to talk about the heroes of the 52 blocks. We want to talk about the jail lifestyle, and that's not even the hardest thugs that come to my school to train. They don't want their children learning that. You know, so I decided to use my martial arts background to really give it a curriculum. So to give it a curriculum, because every martial arts system I've ever trained under, are you guys still there?
Yes, we're here. I just put you in the front, my brother. You there? We got you.
Every martial arts system that I've trained under had a system. They had a code, and they had a curriculum. So I noticed even the ones that had a curriculum, if you learn from somebody who's super talented, I call them the Michael Jordans. They can't show you what they can do. I know you've met that too, King Simon.
Yes, sir.
These guys that are fantastic, and you ask them, show me step 1 to 2, they can't show you. And I always tell people, Michael Jordan can never be a coach. Can't teach that. You know, Magic Johnson, you can't teach that. You know, Shaquille O'Neal, you can't teach that.
Right.
So what I wanted to do in my martial arts development, I didn't want to be like that, because I was frustrated by people who would have a class, and I said, yo, remember what we did on class? Because there was no videos, there were no cameras.
Yes,
you had to remember everything that went on in class. And classes were brutal. They were 3 hours, sometimes 4 hours. They were brutal.
Horse stance was long. The horse stance was 34 to 40 minutes. And
you don't like it? Get out.
You start shaking, they whipping you.
They weren't doing this for money. You don't like it? Get out.
Yeah.
So I realized that they didn't have a curriculum. And guess what? The 52 blocks didn't have a curriculum. You know, so these other martial arts systems, I remember when I was taking my black belt test in Taekwondo, they wanted me to speak Korean. They wanted me to know about the Korean people. And when my son was born, I started what was called the African warrior system. Right at City College, because I was an adjunct professor at City College. I was teaching theater at City College. And I was a graduate student. Then once I finished then I became a professor. Lord, how naive. I didn't realize there's no money. People call you professor. You broke as hell. Great. Thanks for the title. So it just happened. And martial arts was my passion. You know, the funny thing is, when I first started doing martial arts, my mother went off, martial arts professionally. And when I first started, remember George Tate?
Yes. The poet laureate.
George Tate's son was my only student.
Who? Which one? Kamani?
Yes.
Kamani, yes. He's KT to Arts degree now. He's very good at the health now.
I would come all the way from Queens to teach just him. And then they had First World.
First World, yes. First World.
George Tate told me, you can do a demo. Do a demo at First World.
Oh, wow.
So I did a demonstration at First World, and 2 families signed up. They were West Indian families. And at that time, people were still having big families. One had 5, the other one had 7.
Yes.
So I automatically had 13 students right
already.
And I took them dreadlocks to the USA Karate
Junior
Junior Olympics.
Wow. Give that a round of applause. Give that a round of applause. No, that's right. That's right. No, give that a round of applause.
And you talk about hair, because we still have issues with hair. I can't believe that the man still, like, they just made some wrestler cut his hair off to wrestle. They're still trying to dictate how our hair should be. Right. You know what they did to our sisters in Louisiana? Yeah. That's why they started wearing those beautiful. Mm-hmm. And in Haiti, that's why they started wearing those beautiful different color scarves, because they didn't want to see this.
The glory of who we are. The glory.
They didn't want to see that.
The crown. That's what it's called. The crown.
Made us, and then you know what the sisters from Louisiana and the sisters from Haiti did? They made it colorful and beautiful. You know, and then to the day. But a lot of our sisters don't know where that comes from. That comes from because you weren't allowed to show your hair.
Your hair, that's right.
You weren't allowed. And then even in Haiti, they had the divisions. So because of miscegenation, you can tell the lighter skinned sisters, they had that whole elite class, and they really had to glorify. You know better than me. You're Haitian.
I know.
But
it's nice to hear.
From
a different perspective, yeah.
No, it's good to hear that.
I told her son one day, I said, "You don't know who you are, boy."
Yeah. A lot of them don't.
You're one of the baddest dudes on the planet. That's why they try to punk you every time they get a chance. But that's the kind of instructor I am.
Yeah, you know, Professor, when I was living in Montreal, I used to tell these Haitian brothers, y'all don't know your lineage of the Dessalines and those great. Well, even there was a female warrior that was so fierce amongst the Haitian people, you know, from Hispaniola and the great. You know, I told them, look, y'all bugging out. Y'all really don't know. Y'all here killing each other here in Montreal. Y'all bugging. You know, I had to tell them this.
You know, I lived in Montreal too.
Oh yeah, I know you did, because you did film. Because my cousin also did film out there. She had a film company out there. Actors booking agency out there.
Yeah.
Native New Yorker booking agency. Yeah, she's still going too. But but that history that you have and you're telling about it, and that's telling that you're very astute in studying different history, so you could bring everybody in to understand who they are. And even with the 52s, I mean, the back of your shirt, it says it all, you know, with all what it says, you know.
Break it down, brother.
It's saying it all. I need to turn it around. I was trying to bring the other shirt so I can read it, but just showing you from Africa to the prison systems and all that kind. It is an art. It's our art.
It wasn't developed in prison. It went to prison.
Exactly.
And another thing that we don't understand is that we came here. There were warriors who were on those ships.
Yes.
That's why when you see every slave movie, they always got the fights, don't they have?
Yes, sir.
You always have a slave master. It didn't start with Django. All the other ones you saw before, Nigga Charlie, all of them. You always have a slave master who's going around and they're having fights. There were two things that were important on the plantation: orgies and fights. I know people don't like to talk about that, but that's how we got the rainbow colors.
Tell the truth.
Every version on the plantation, either the master or his sons. That's why that dude Bethea, my last name is Bethea. I don't care nothing about that dude. I'm but a rapist to me. And you can't prove it otherwise. You know, but his biggest success is that we all carry his name. Carry his name, carry his language, continue to fight each other. But that's just another thing. But just as the martial arts thing was, as far as I got a chance to sit among the masters with Dr. Jeffries, Dr. Clark, Dr. Ben,
Professor Smalls.
Professor Smalls.
Yes.
You know, I got a chance. I was in I don't know if it's the golden age, but it felt like the golden age to me, because I was in Dr. John Henry Clark's library, helping him move, and I helped Professor Dr. J move to Jersey when he first moved to Jersey.
Yes.
He his library with his wife Rosalind.
Big library too.
And slept at his house, you know, and you take this book, read this book. And then I developed the African warrior system. And I decided to, because of my instructor, Reno Morales, told me, hey, man, you're a filmmaker. Don't let them take this. Don't let them appropriate this with all this knowledge that you have. So, and my students, they're as obedient as I am, because none of my students, including Shirley, said anything. Said, okay, we learned 52s. This is what we're going to do.
That's right.
Because, because I was told by my instructor, you can't let them take it, because they do it and they act like, yeah, well, this is Filipino martial arts. I said, I trained with a Filipino. I ain't never seen that. Professor V was Filipino.
Right.
I trained with Attila. They ain't never did that. I ain't never seen that. What you talking about? But they make up stuff, anything but us.
Yes.
Like, we didn't fight back. Like, I'd like to do a study coming soon of all the uprisings. Because, of course, Nat Turner ain't the only one. Denmark VC ain't the only one. But they don't want to tell you about all of these uprisings. Because like your hair, like critical race theory, they think that you're going to all of a sudden overturn the plantation.
That's you? Who's that? Oh, that's you? Okay.
Yeah.
What's so funny? Professor John Henry Clark used to say that there was so many uprisings in Jamaica.
Of course.
So many, hundreds of them, to fight off this beast.
Well, Jamaica was Bucktown.
Yeah, there was
a lot.
They had to try to, and they tried to break them. That's the whole.
What I tell you?
They had to go try to break them too. Yeah, it's crazy.
Orgies.
Yep.
We don't want to talk about it because it hurts us. How do you think you got all these different complexions and these crazy names?
Yes.
Well, how do you think? Everybody's the McCuddies, the McGillas, the McPlains, the Mayweathers. Those were the overseers on the plantation.
Yep.
They were the Irish, because those were the first niggas. Am I lying?
No, you're not.
And tap dancing, when you watch the Irish, you ever watch the river dance?
Yes, of course.
So when they were doing their river dance, Black people who weren't allowed to play the drums anymore started doing what? Playing music
and doing their dance
with their feet. And when you see a person in church, my grandmother and all, and they catch the Holy Ghost, they're speaking in African tongue. That is the only time that they were able to get away with speaking their language. And eventually it died out. But that dance is African. I know some Christians, they hate being Black. But that dance is African.
Right.
It is.
And the language and the pronunciation of your spiritual takeover is as African as it comes. That is a fact.
Yep.
That's right.
You tap dance because when you on downtime, you watch the overseers do the river dance.
Yes.
And they do it like anything else, very stiff. And you started
adding to it.
Playing music, singing songs, sending a message. That's the kind of stuff that you start to see. That's the history that's in front of your face.
Yes. And and people that are just tuning in, we are with the one, the only Professor Mo. Hey, president of the 52 Block Federation. You know what? Big up to your wife. She just shouted you out up in here, so big up to her. Okay, big up to
That's
her.
my baby.
That's your baby. Both of y'all Aquariuses.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we family. But Sensei, please ask your question. I know I can keep on going. So
please thank you. Listen,
what's up? Before you do that, Sensei, I have a surprise for him.
Oh, okay.
The one, the only Professor James Smalls in the building. Oh my gosh!
How are you doing, Sister Shirley and Brother Sensei?
So good to see you, Professor Small.
It's good to see you again. Also.
This is a lovely surprise.
I was talking about Sensei Shirley just this week with my son.
Wow.
Oh, Sensei, how are you doing? I mean, I see your pictures every week with my grandkids.
Yes. I got his good.
And they're doing really good. They love their teacher and they love the arts and they like to show off when they come to the house and let me see what they've learned. I have to slow down some of the kicks, you know.
A matter of fact, James Smalls was the one who gave me the room. It's so long, but the room in the Nat building to teach martial art classes.
There it is.
And Wesley Snipes, young Wesley, would go to class with James. Would have class. I don't know what the class was because I wasn't there, but then you would see Wesley Snipes and James, Professor Smalls, and he would step in and watch the class. Like that.
That's going back to when both of us we didn't have no gray hair back then.
Now I brought up Professor because I wanted him to tell his story of how he met you out of high school real quick because I know it's all about you, brother. But I just want to make sure Professor get it in.
Yeah.
Professor, talk
before
to us.
Before we got into the new building, the NAC, we had the old Finley Center, and there was this young student who thought he was like the sharpest thing since ice cream in the martial art. And the truth was, he was very good. And I think I gave you your first room in the old Finley Center.
That's right.
Well,
remember when I had my first play, Some People Turn Ice?
Yeah.
And I really didn't know what I was doing and it was packed. All these people were coming in. It was crazy. And James Smalls goes to me. He goes, I'm going to handle the door and everything else for you. And all the people came in and they watched the play and then it fared off.
That's about Some People Turn Ice. That's where we met. Some People Turn Ice.
Yeah, baby.
Wow.
Yeah. Hold on a second.
Okay. We're gonna take him on now, Professor. I know you know them for a while, and know, and look at what. Oh man, look at that! Oh wow! Wait a minute, hold that up. Let me just take this.
We need to do a redo of that, brother. We need to modernize that because right now people need that.
Wow!
Right?
Look at that. Some People Turn Ice. That's your play. That was your play.
Yes, it's the first play I wrote.
Oh wow! Get that a round of applause, family. Got to get that a round of applause. Whoa! Man, what year was that you wrote that, Sensei Professor Mo?
82.
1982. I got kicked out of high school then.
82, 81.
I got kicked out of high school for trouble.
Yeah, I just gotten back from Boston in 1980, where I was living with Malcolm's family, and came back into City College. And we met right after I got back in.
Wow. I wrote the Malcolm X play.
Yeah.
James introduced me to Malcolm's sister. And I did a lot of work with that, and then we were working with one director who did an improvisational kind of writing, and then James said, "Yo, man, you need to write this play right." And but I was at the La Mama Theater. Matter of fact, when I was doing my thesis, one of the professors came to my show because I was La Mama Theater, which is the biggest theater. This is before you go to Broadway.
Mm-hmm.
I was at the 18th Street Playhouse. I was at the La Mama Theater. This is before you go to Broadway. So we thought that we were going to do something big. Mm-hmm. And Professor Gatlin, who was my advisor, he said, "Man, just give me the script, man. You working."
The late great Professor Gatlin. Yes, sir.
He said, "Just give me the script. You're working. I don't need to see anything else." And I gave him the script, and we continued from there. But James was and still is just a mentor and a big brother to me. And it didn't make me go because we can go left, we can go right.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of girls, a lot of attraction. I was suit and tie every day, clean. You'd have swore I had a job, man. He was sure I had a job, you know.
You used to model too, Professor.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
You were a model. So,
Yeah.
you know, that's.
Well, I would get free clothes. I was modeling, actually modeled for Macy's and Gertz. Remember Gertz?
Wow.
You did well with what the gods gave you, brother. You did
No.
very well with what the gods gave you.
Yes.
And you've been doing it consistently over a long period of time. That shows the greatness of a person. But I'm gonna let you all go back to enjoying your evening. I couldn't resist this opportunity. As soon as I got your text, I called King Simon. That's the thing, right now.
I love you, man, and I'm honored that I'm teaching your grandchildren.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
I was retired. And Willie Walker said, when you gonna teach my grandson? And then James, and then his son called me and said, yo, come on, Unc, you got to do this. I said, okay, I'm going to do it one day a week.
Yeah.
It's just going to be y'all.
Oh.
We're going to be small. I
Professor,
love it, though.
Professor, thank you.
We love you much, and I appreciate all three of you. The world belongs to you. Take it over and do what you got to do with it.
Yes.
Professor Small.
Thank you, Professor Small. Give him a round of applause, man. Thank you, Baba. I'll talk to you later. We got something to do, okay? All right. That's our Professor Small. Shout out to Professor Paul. Also, big up to GM Bill McLeod is on Facebook. Big up to GM. He's on watching us too. That's good. Kevin Ashe, everybody's on there.
The DJ voice.
The DJ voice. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, see, you know, you got a lot of elders you was with back in the day, so I know how this works. We all grew up with these elders, man, and I'm proud of you, and I know they proud of you. So when he asked to jump on, even Sensei Shirley said something about that, and I said I wasn't gonna say anything. He just wanted to get the link so he could watch. But yeah, he wanted to come on and show his love because you mean.
And I love that, you know, because people can talk, man.
Yes, sir. That's true.
But you know
that's.
So y'all can talk all you want.
Yeah, but
you know that's why they explain these things.
They know you, man. They know you. And people that are just tuning in, this is our dear Professor Mo, 52 Blocks Federation president, former bodyguard, filmmaker, actor, stuntman, and much more. Because if y'all seen the list of stuff he sent me, man, just his accolades, his bio, I had to put it up like, what? Lord have mercy, this bio here. I said he might as well turn it into a book.
Let me tell you what I was impressed with.
Yes, sir.
When I was in college, I was impressed with people like Paul Robeson, the whole theatrical community, how these Black people came out of slavery and were able to do so many things, from poetry, plays. You know the Oscars named after who? Look that up.
Yes, I saw the whole.
The Oscars, a brother who was one of the first filmmakers, and I said I can do that too, because you know, Hollywood really exists.
Yes, it does.
Unfortunately, if I had told people about Hollywood, no one would believe me. But now you got YouTube, so now you got everybody telling you about Hollywood. So I had to say anything. Because people say to me, well, you could have did this, you could have been that, you did this for a long time. But I'd rather have done everything to stand on my own. I live a pretty good life, and I didn't sell my soul.
There it is.
You know, I refused to sell my soul. And that was something that, and I lived, fortunately, my mother, God rest her soul, when I was running around the street gangs and stuff like that, my mother knew she was going to lose me. And somehow, I don't know how she did it, but she got us to move to Asley Park in Queens. I'll give you an idea. At one time, Black people could not live in certain communities.
Right.
So James Brown lived there, Ella Fitzgerald lived there, Lena Horne, Muhammad Ali. We used to play in James Brown's pool. And he had his whole front of his ugly red, black, and green, but it, you know, we understood where he was coming from.
Where it coming from, man.
Brooke Benton and all these people. And somehow my mother, massive child, somehow my mother got us a chance to move there. And I think she really, really saved my life because I was definitely on the bad side, you know, even though I was about getting money, but that's a long story.
Of course.
You know, other kids want to do graffiti and all that. I was trying to, how are we going to get this money? You know, I know somebody told me, we're going to snatch a pocketbook. I said, snatch a pocketbook? You know how much money she got in her pocket?
Exactly.
Well, we ain't snatching no pocketbook. We snatch a pocketbook, we wind up with 30 cents.
Right.
We don't do that.
That's right. So, I've been down that road.
I used to go up on the train tracks. I used to go up on the train track with the freight trains. And they had bikes, they had liquor, they had all kinds of stuff. I ain't proud of it, but that was my first hustle, because I had to be able to hustle in order to get stuff. And there was these brothers who were martial artists. God, when you get older, you want to thank people more than ever. I tell people, thank people while you're young.
Yes.
Yeah.
And his brother had a Mercedes Benz and his brother had a Cadillac, and this is the 70s. And they had a high-end barbershop. And he said, yo, man, what you doing, man? His name was Eddie Skinner. And Eddie, my father and mother had separated. So we moved into the hood. I mean, the hood. And we were poor. So I came from my mother and father to now food stamps. My mother sent me to the store with food stamps, $5. Dude waiting outside. He said, yeah, man, yo, what you got? I said, man, I don't have nothing. I don't have no money. So what you got? I got food stamps, man. I'll take that. So I give him the $5 because my mother told me don't fight. The one thing about, I always could fight. So I go to my mother. My mother says, well, where's the mayonnaise or whatever she sent me for? I don't remember. I said, I lost the money. I was a teenager. I'm being rebellious. So my mother goes into that book, gives it to me again. Now I'm a kid. I'm stupid. It's like I don't want to eat. Like mom's trying to make dinner. I don't want to go to the store with this food stamp stuff. Because remember, as a kid, I was living Black middle class life. Now I'm in the hood. So I go back to the store and the guy goes, yo, what you got? I said, yo, man, I always gave you $5, man. I got to get this for my mother. He said, so you got more money? I said, what do you think? I got more money. I got to get this stuff for my mother. He says, well, you're going to have to get that up too. I proceeded to kick his ass. So bad. I had just such a bad streak in me. And also I was angry, I was angry. I whooped him. I dragged him out to the middle of the street. He was like, don't kill me. Don't kill me. I dragged him across the street. So let this car run over you. And the guy, Eddie Skinner, saw it. They were looking at the barbershop. They saw it. And Eddie said, what are you doing, man? I said, yo, man, he's messing with me, man. He said, you could have killed him. I said, he's messing with me. I said, I had these damn food stamps, and he gave me a job.
That's good.
Sweeping up hair. Then I had a little business. I used to clean cars, shine shoes. I was making more money than some adults out of a barbershop because I was around entrepreneurship where people own things. And then when I moved into St. Albans, the supermarket was owned by a guy that lived around the corner. The local store was owned by Mr. Eden. He lived down the block. I used to play with the guy who owned the hardware store. Black lady owned the laundromat. The other brother, black man, owned the cleaners. Black woman owned the florists. Of course, we had lawyers. Now when I see entrepreneurship, all I see is hair. We cutting hair, but even the shoemaker was this old West Indian dude with these hard hands, nicest guy in the world, banging on shoes.
Mm-hmm.
So I grew up in a community. You know, the first time I saw white people was when I went to high school, and I saw white people, Asian people, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
It was a people, but I was in this community where ownership was important.
Yes.
So when I came to college, I had an ownership mindset. Like, we can do that. And even in the theater, it's like, you know, the first time Hollywood got crazy, I was doing a play on Broadway. And I don't know how to say the name of the play, but I decided I'm not with that. So I said, I'll do my own play. And that's what I did. Some People Turn Ice. I had a theater company that was making good money.
Mm-hmm.
So I was making more money. I was making money in college, and entrepreneurship is important. And it was funny because my mother was mad at me when I first started to be a martial arts professional. So I went and gave my mother a stack of money. You know, it's called a bundle. And I gave her a bundle, I put it in her hand. Of course, what did she do?
Exactly. You're supposed to put it right there where it's supposed to be. That's the security. Now, before we move on, Sensei, you wanted to ask a question. I want to make sure she gets the questions in. Go ahead, please.
First and foremost, Professor Sifu, thank you. Thank you for coming. Thank you for taking the time. We love you. We appreciate you. Everything that you do, I honor you. And you know how much I adore you, my sensei, my professor, my grandmaster. Let's talk about Black Belt Magazine.
Okay.
And let's talk about, thank you, this page right here, Professor. And the 52 blocks, right? And in the Black Belt Magazine, you talk about the different moves and you talk about where the 52 blocks comes from. Now with the launching of your new, with the new 52 Block Federation and the launching of your YouTube, will you be referring to any of, how is that going to come about? Are you going to be teaching about the self-defense portion of 52 blocks more so? Then are you going to talk as well as the history of it?
Well, yeah, I'm going to encourage the history of it. A friend of mine, well, he's not a friend of mine, but I respect him, and he's a 52 block man. His name is Diallo Frazier, and he wrote an excellent book on the 52 blocks. And I tell everybody, his book is so good, it's not even necessary for me to write a book on it. And I'm going to be espousing some of the history from the book and advising people to go on Amazon and get the book. As far as technique is concerned, I'll be teaching all of the techniques not in the order, but I'm going to teach the most easiest, most known, for instance, skull and crossbone, raise the gate. And I'm going to teach people how to do it. Yes. So people are not just.
Yes. Yes.
But yeah, a lot of people doing that. And then I'm going to also teach some of the new stuff that people don't see. They don't see the knife techniques. So I'm going to be teaching the knife techniques. And of course, I'm going to be taking something from what I learned from knife fighting as well. I have a lot of military, as you know, Shirley. I have a lot of military. I got Navy SEALs. I got Rangers. I got a lot of Marines. All crazy nuts in the dojo are Marines. Big shout out to my Marines. I love them. But all the Marines.
Simplify.
Yeah, all my Marines. So we're coming from a different perspective. Yes, and then I'm also going to have a firearm component as well.
Mm-hmm.
Not only how to take a firearm, but for people that want to be 52 block masters, they have to also spend some time on the range and learn how to use the weapon. Because as I know, and King Simon knows, if we look at some of the firearm disarms that they showed us back in the 70s and the 80s,
Mm-hmm.
and it's laughable. It's like, dude, really? I could do a jumping, spinning hook kick and knock it out of his hand? Wow.
Yeah. I mean, Master Duncan used to say these things will get them killed. He told me that personally.
Exactly. So I need to, we put together, myself and Ace Mitchell's former Miami Vice, former Miami SWAT. Did I say Vice? I didn't mean Vice. Ace in an all-white suit. No, Ace is former Miami SWAT, Navy marksman, sniper. So one thing I learned over the years, I always tell you this, Shirley.
Yes, sir.
Don't try to be something you're not.
That's right.
I can shoot a gun, but if I got a Navy SEAL next to me,
why do I have to do it?
He's a sniper.
Let him devastate it. That's right.
That's right.
That's what I'm doing. Like even when we're on the set and I have, we have Haunchie with me, and I've seen guys on the set take guns and and Haunchie's just looking at them, and I'm going, dude, don't do that. Like, Haunchie's a real armor guy. He knows what he's doing. Mm-hmm. This is what he does. So I have to, when I got him, I said, yo, how does this look? I have an idea of how it looks, and sometimes you find out that you've been performing things wrong for a while. And here's the kicker. Respect is good, but sometimes people respect you and won't tell you you're the king with no clothes on. So you got to ask them, yo, man, but how does this look? Well, really, man, when you come through the door, nobody does that. Thank you. Well, why you let me do this for the past half hour?
That's right.
I know it's out of respect.
Same.
But for me, King Simon Shirley will always tell you, yo, man, am I doing this? You don't mind. So I'll be showing some of that stuff. I'll even be showing some Brazilian jiu-jitsu grappling stuff that works. How you transfer it to the street. See, the thing about me,
keep it simple.
I'm not talking about BJJ. I got a black belt in BJJ. You feel me? I'm not talking about Shotokan Karate. I got a black belt in Shotokan Karate.
That's right. That's right.
You understand? I'm not talking about Taekwondo. So when a guy comes to me and he can't kick, and I go, well, it's a kicking art. How are you in Taekwondo and you can't kick? That's all they do.
That's it.
I got a black belt in Taekwondo. When you talk about street fighting, I ain't got a black belt, but I got a little crazer.
You got the crazy blow on the belt.
Right. I tell you, I had, when I was a kid, there was a friend of mine named Bobby Cooper. Bobby Cooper grew to be like 6'5". I'm 6'2". So we were both tall kids, but he was taller than me, right? So we used to be in love with this girl. These two Jamaican girls moved on our block. And they run barefooted. That was the sexiest thing to me at 11, 12. I was like, I love those girls.
Exactly.
And they used to beat us.
And run your ass down. Exactly what they used to do.
Us. And then have the accent.
Barefoot.
Blah, 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 blah. What?
You don't run. You can't run.
Yeah. Yes. There we go. You can't run.
You can't run. Y'all run from somebody.
We were athletic kids. We were on the school track team. These two West Indian girls were dusted. I was in love with these girls, one of them in particular. So Bobby liked her too. So Bobby beats me up. So I'm like, Bobby, come on, stop. Come on, Bobby, come on, we're friends. Bobby, come on. Why are you doing this? Bobby, I don't know. Why are you doing this, Bobby? So I go inside the house. He kicks my ass two or three. So my mother said, "What happened?" I said, "You know, but," and then I said, "Well, Bobby's my friend." My mother said, "Oh, you need friends? You're in the backyard from now on. You're gonna learn to play by yourself." Deep. So I'm in the backyard. So finally, I get out of the backyard punishment. I don't see Bobby around. I think he's ashamed because he beat up his friend. And I wanted him to be my friend so bad. So this guy down the block, David, he used to run like a boxing ring. That's when kids used to box and fight every day. Mm-hmm. And he ran a boxing ring in his front yard. And his brother, Ricky and I was the same age. I was a little taller than Ricky.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I beat Ricky's. I destroyed Ricky. Ricky was laughing at first. It was like that Fight Club where they were laughing and smiling. Mm-hmm. But I just beat him because I saw Bobby looking from the other fence. Mm-hmm. So Ricky got Bobby's ass whooping. It was so bad that Ricky's mother came to the house, knocked on the door, said something to my mom, and my mother said, "But doesn't your son, isn't he the one that started the boxing thing?" And Muhammad Ali had just lost to Joe Frazier. You couldn't tell me I wasn't Muhammad Ali. I thought I was Muhammad Ali. I'm dancing, I'm whooping. Right? So my dad is in the house. And I told my dad, I said, "Yeah, you know, I had to handle Ricky, blah, 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 blah." So my father, you know, he's country. He looks at me, go, yeah. Hey, but you ain't do that to Bobby. And I
crusher.
And I said, "Yeah, well, you know, Bobby is, you know, Bobby's my friend." So my father goes, "Wasn't Ricky your friend?" So, well, yeah, it's just. So my father said something to me that stayed with me all of my life. He said, "Man, you know, I'd be proud of you if you beat Goliath." He said, "But beating little Ricky, I don't think that was the right thing to do." And it just shamed me. So later on, Bobby and I got in a fight, and Bobby got his licking too. But when I saw Will Smith smack my man, that story came up.
Wow.
Because when people said, "Would he hit The Rock?" You pick and choose who you fight.
That's right.
The reason why I was never a bully from that day on, I was never a bully because I was always looking for Goliath. I would Goliath up.
That's right.
But I would never fight another Ricky.
And
you know, as a parent, these people, they didn't go to Dr. Phil. They didn't have all of this other crap, but the parenting skills was deep. Mama said, "You want to learn? You want friends? You stay in the backyard from now on.
That's right.
Learn how to play by yourself." Oh, my father also said this. I forgot, which is funny. My father said, "You ain't Jesus.
Oh.
Why you let that boy beat you up like that? You Jesus now?" He said, "Only Jesus allowed people to beat him up. You ain't Jesus, boy."
Wow.
But I said, "I want Bobby to be my friend." I think that also taught me not to be a follower.
Yeah.
I wanted a friend so bad. But then when I saw the Will Smith thing, I saw him smack that dude, 140-pound dude. I'm like, that's what Pops was talking about.
Yeah.
Because if he would have got up there and smacked The Rock or Jason, I love that guy, Aquaman.
Yeah.
Jason Momoa.
He was really upset about his woman because that was a crazy move. So the martial arts, I've always used that David and Goliath situation in the martial arts. That's important.
That's such a valuable lesson for young people these days too, because I do hear a lot of people say now that Will Smith has opened the door for young Black men to go out and hit people because they don't like something.
Right.
So this is an excellent point that you're bringing up, as to do not pick on the little guy.
Right.
You know,
Right.
learn to choose your battles.
And let me tell you, back in the day when I ran security, we
For
would
Uptown Comedy Club.
escort that too, right? See,
Uptown Comedy Club.
I would have escorted him out immediately.
Of course.
Another thing that would have happened, if they didn't want me to escort him out, I would have posted a security next to him. Table. You have to show the people that you're on top of whatever's going on.
Exactly.
Right. So even if they had posted a man,
that would have been a look. Yeah, good look.
It would have said, okay, make him a little uncomfortable.
That's right.
That's right.
And all these women talking about how he defended blah blah blah. No, that's not protecting your woman at all.
Right. You should have protected from that little boy that was in his house that time, getting it in all that time after she there consulted him because he was going through some. How you do that? Right. How do we do that? But before we move on, family, because we don't want to keep messing more. We want to talk about the cinema. We're going to talk about all of the stuff that he got coming on. People, he's on his new television. His Love, Sex, and Kung Fu is now on Tubi. That's right, Tubi. Make sure y'all go subscribe to Tubi, and you'll get to watch. That's your first film, right, Babo? That's your first film, right? That's the second, right? The second, okay. And I know this is coming out soon. Blood Mix. Oh, y'all working on Blood Mix, right? Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's gonna be fire. Look at all these pictures. Y'all having a good time over here. Now tell us about those who don't know what love, sex, and kung fu. Tell people about that. Don't have to give up the whole story, but tell people about that.
Love, sex, and kung fu is the thing that women don't know, but most men love. Love, sex, and kung fu. Those are the three ingredients, and they're vignettes. So it's a woman who was an old, martial art movies always have where the master is seeing the geisha girl, the girl in town,
right?
And it's a shameful thing, right? So it's an updated version of that old Shaw Brother type. So the master. I play the older master. He is in love with the girl who's a stripper. He doesn't know she's a stripper. And he doesn't really do social media. So he kind of finds out from people in the neighborhood that she's a stripper. And the other vignette is a dating situation where one of the guys goes crazy and she has to learn martial arts to learn how to defend herself. But the big vignette, the ending is with Onique Bourne. You met Onique.
Yes, I met Onique. Yes. And respect to her.
That is she's a former military who comes to home and starts getting into the drug game, other things, but she has a problem with her relationship with her man, and then the money gets messed up, and then things happen. So she has to go back into her military past in order to retrieve what she wants to get back. So it was a girl power. I wrote it in 2013. With a cheese sandwich budget. And I say cheese sandwich, I mean cheese sandwich. And I wrote it in 2013. And hold on. It came out in 2015. And now it's on Tubi, and then we'll probably do Hulu and a couple of other things.
But that's a proud accomplishment to get it on those platforms. And please, people, subscribe to Tubi. Go to Tubi, subscribe, and watch the movie. and watch whatever other beautiful black films are in the movie. But make sure you check out this beautiful film that he's talking about here. This film right here. Love, sex, and kung fu.
Love it. Three things we love, right?
I think you're damn right. You know, but
I can't speak for the men, but I can speak from a woman's perspective.
Please.
And as a martial artist, and having to be on that set to watch the film
unfold,
unfold, and to see the post production and everything of it all. I have to say, it is actually one of the greatest projects that I'm proud to be a part of. So I recommend everybody to go and watch it. And you may want to watch it more than 2 times so that you really, put it in you. Like you will love it. Like I can say this from a female's perspective. I loved it. And that girl power thing, come on.
Yes. A lot of girl power.
Come on.
And that's
too much, but come on.
Especially black girl power. That's because we grew up watching, at one point when Jim Kelly and that beautiful black sister that was together, I forgot who he was dealing with. Yes, that beautiful sister. And then we've seen the Pam Grayers, and we've seen the Tamara Dobsons, and we've seen all of those. But it's good to research that and bring that back to fruition, because we see more our women twerking than fighting. Unless they're fighting and grabbing all kinds of stuff. And, I only see most of the fighting in the Nation of Islam with the vanguards, because I know they train, with a lot of people. So, I'm proud that you're doing that. And I watched Onik do her thing. Miss Osborne, man, her hands was quick when I came over there to the workshop when Burley was there.
I was
there.
Nasty.
Yeah, she was going in, yo. I was like, her hands was fast. I said, okay. This is that. Now that was sexy to me. Yes, it was. I gotta admit, they get that around the applause. You want to always see men always are the ones that's supposed to be protecting the women, but it's good to have somebody got your back also, just in case. You know what you think, 180, 360. You got to make sure you got this back going. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I love.
Let me tell you, I've always been around during the winter times.
Yes.
My Uncle Johnny, who was, he had many jobs. A matter of fact, the movie that impressed me the most, which I didn't look at until afterwards, when you talk about all the things that I've done, and was this movie called Trouble Man.
Yes.
And I said, I am that guy. I became that was my favorite movie.
Good movie, man.
He wore expensive suits.
Yep.
He drove a nice car. I wore expensive suits, drove a nice car. And when the captain brought him in, he said, I got licenses in most everything. I had a license for everything. I was a PI. I had a license for that. License, a chauffeur's license. I had all of that kind of stuff. But my Uncle Johnny would drive us to the movie theater. And, to play several movies and come back for us like 7 o'clock to eat. So we watched movies all day. So when I got into college, I knew exactly what I was going to do. When I was in high school, I was doing the plays. They were like, "What are you doing a play for? Ain't you the basketball player?" But that was all the things that I was doing. But this next movie, my first movie, The Empty Hands, will be coming out soon too.
On Tubi?
That's Isaac Hayes' last movie.
Yes, that's right. Give him a round of applause. Well deserved. Good brother. I met him at we did some work in 98.7 Kids back in the day. So
yeah, that's gonna be on Hulu, because Tubi's getting too slow for me.
Yeah.
So I might just go to Hulu.
Yes, I remember that one.
One on Tubi, one on Hulu, and BigKev.com, who was on 30 Rock, and also the guy who ran Uptown Comedy, who brought Mike Epps, all these guys in, was Kevin Brown.
Brown Brothers, the Brown Brothers, yes.
And I was actually watching the show, and I said, "Man, you make a good bad guy." He said, "Well, put me in a movie." And I said, "Sure, man. I just finished doing this movie with Jet Li," and I said, "Sure, man. I'll do this movie with you." He said, "Yeah, you a Wesley Snipes bodyguard." I said, "Yeah. You rolling with Jet Li now?" I said, "Yeah, I'm doing a couple of things." yeah, there's talk that you're going to be, because they used to have the trade papers.
Right.
So they still have them, you know, the Hollywood Reporter and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was supposed to be the transporter. But they decided to go with the European guy who was in the movie, the one with me. His name is Jason Statham. And my mother and I, the first movie we were all right, but the second movie said, we're going to cry now. We're going to cry and eat some candy or some donuts or something. And Isaac Hayes goes to me, who was one of my private students. Isaac goes, Mahaliel, you should do your own movie.
That would be.
I'll do my own movie if you are in my movie. He says, when you start production, I will be in your movie.
Wow.
I got a letter of intent. I got some money after the letter of intent. And it went there for that.
Man.
But this next movie, which is the final, this one coming out that Shirley's in, and she plays that woman that you were talking about. She plays that historical warrior.
Wow.
And she taught me how to speak a little, you know, a little bit of the language.
Oh, the Creole?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Give that a round of applause. Shirley gonna be doing her thing. Tapping somebody out. Wow.
She got the sword in her hand. I'm throwing it at her, you know. And so that movie is, I used to like all like Excalibur type movies, stuff like that. And I always wondered, how come black people never made a deal? You know, because white guy, they come into the town, they rape his wife, they kill his daughter, they burn the house, and he goes, Odin, I am praying to you to give me the power to live forever, to destroy my enemies. Only you, Odin, give me such power. So I said, with all this shit,
that was pretty
can I
good.
say that word?
Yes.
With all the shit that black people have gone through, how come we ain't never made a deal?
Exactly.
So I wrote this horror film, and I'm a novice at horror. Horror and comedy are different type of things. But I wrote this horror film about this slave. His mother comes to America at 11. She has him by 13, which is around the average age of impregnating our women on a plantation. She had him at 13, and she prays for 40 years. I had to go 40 years because I had to match my age up.
Of course.
And I'm still not. She prayed for 40 years for him to be protected. She put a protection spell. And then she prayed to Ogun. And Ogun lets him live forever until the bloodline is done. That's why it's called Blood Mix.
Blood Mix.
Throughout the movie, he's being haunted by the slave master who's on the plantation, who was his father. You know, so Blood Mix is, we worked really hard on it. We worked a couple of years on it, you know, to do it. Seems like longer, but I try to tell everybody, really only worked 2 years on it. The first year was prospecting and trying to get some stuff done, trying to get up money. And I had all these MMA fighters and all these other people who wanted to do, after they saw Love, Sex, and Kung Fu, they wanted to be in the movie now. So I said, well, let me film you now. And also about locations, you know. I had some locations that I wanted to use that I didn't know if I was going to get them next year.
Right.
So let me shoot them now at these beautiful locations. So we shot it. And then during the pandemic, we just got a chance to really look at the movie. And we reshot some stuff that I think that is going to make the movie a really, really good look. Right? And it's a martial arts movie. It's got the 52, it's really introducing, the 52 blocks is being introduced in Love, Sex, and Kung Fu, but it's also being introduced very heavily in this movie.
Okay. Well, you know, people that are just tuning in, We're not going to keep our professor on too long, but make sure, please. Professor Mo, hit him up. He's the president of the 52 Block Federation, former bodyguard, filmmaker, actor, stuntman, and much more. Of course, hit him up at Professor Mo 24/7, of course, at Gmail. And also check out his YouTube channel, 52 Blocks Federation, and his new film and his film on Tubi. Make sure you go Tubi and watch Tubi, and make sure you watch that film that's on Tubi. Here it is. This is one of the first films that's going to be on Tubi right now. I'm telling your family, make sure you support it. Love, sex, and kung fu. You know what it is. That's what we're talking about. And look out for this movie coming out soon. Blood Mix. Oh, man. And remember, Empty Hands is coming out soon on hopefully Tubi or so wherever you got to Hulu, wherever you got to go. Hulu. You know, I remember Professor Gatlin used to say KKK, Kung Fu, Karate, and kicking ass. That was my brother. May he rest in peace. That's my brother, Professor Gatlin. I still have the toy. I just need the rubber bands now to do the toy workout. So that's when you lost. And then you was a good friend. That was one of your friends, man, and one of your brothers. Tell us something about the late great Professor Gatlin, please.
He was just a great brother, man. He always wanted to share what he knew.
Yes, he did. Yes.
As far as martial arts concerned, military.
Yes, he was.
He came down. He took pictures at he took some pictures at the red carpet for Love, Sex, and Kung Fu. And he was just a good brother. Like, it could be, he's a military guy, so it could be a blizzard. If you want to talk, he'll stand outside and talk. That doesn't bother him.
He will be there with you.
He'll be hot as hell.
And he'd be with them.
And he's in full
fatigue. Full fatigue.
And always had a good discussion. Never really wanted anything but, wanted to hear your knowledge and your love for what he loved.
That's right.
He loved the martial arts. He loved the military. He loved his country.
Yeah.
With all of its flaws, and big respect to him. He was supposed to do something, get on my list with my 52 block heroes. Like I said, I'm surrounded by all of these military guys. So we lost a giant with him.
Yes, we did. Sensei, you want to ask any more questions before we close out? Go ahead, please. Anything you want to close out? I don't want to hold out.
No. I can't stress enough how happy I am that you were able to come and just take your time out to come here and grace us with your presence, Professor. Again, I love you and can't wait to.
That's right.
Everything I know is really from Professor Mo. So,
right.
All the credit is to my professor, and I don't know. I love my professor. I don't, and that's it. Like, of course, some of us, those who doesn't know and those who are on Instagram, you can follow Professor Mo at _ Sensei Mo. That's it, basically, I think. Yeah.
People are sending much love in the chat, brother. They've been sending much love throughout all the whole thing. Again, give them a round of applause, brother. Give everybody a round of applause. Again, family, this movie here is the movie to look out for. That movie right there. And of course, look out for this one coming soon. And of course, just keep on supporting the Black Belt magazine, of course. Oh, yeah. And I see him whooping on somebody right here. He whooping on somebody right here. So he putting in that work. So, but thank you, Professor Mo, for all that you've done. Thanks, Professor James Smalls, for coming on and showing some love to you, surprising. And thank you very much for all that you do, my brother.
All right, brother. Thank you so much.
All right. Tell the wife and the family I said greetings, okay?
I always say we grow together.
That's right. That's right. We go together. That's right. All right, my brother. Take care. All right. That's it.
Talk soon, Professor. Us.
Take care. That's it. That's our brother, Professor Mo, in the mofo business. Oh, we had a good time. Did you have a good time? You haven't been on in a while, girl.
I know I haven't been on in a while, but I'm happy to be back, and I'm happy to be here with you. And Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Happy New You, Happy New all of us. Remember, if y'all want to hit, make sure y'all link with Sister Sensei Shirley, our co-host of via, of course, IG at Sophia Lovey. But I know you got a new IG. I don't know if you want me to put that one up. You want me to put that one up later or for the next one, or you want to keep this up?
The next one is fine. You can put it up.
Okay, yeah, because that's I am Shirley St. Cloud, right?
I am Shirley the artist.
The artist, that's right. Yes. The artist. So artists cover all types. She's not only a singer, she's an actress, she's all that. And we're trying to get something going on with her because she got some talent to let loose. And she's going to be, of course, letting loose on Professor Mo's film and on Blood Mix. So she'll be on this film here, family. If you want to check her out when it comes out, this film right here, she'll be in the film whooping some ass from a Haitian perspective.
That's not a Haitian accent, but
I know that's African, but it comes from Africa. All of that comes from Africa.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did. But I have to say, in this movie, Blood Mix, I get to have my scenes done with Professor.
Oh, okay.
And it's so great. Like, it was such an amazing experience. And I have to say, I'm super, super duper proud to be a part of that film. And I'm very grateful that he allowed me to be a part of the film. Yeah. And not only I'm an actress in the film, I also get credited for associate producer in the film. So I'm much gratitude.
Give that a round of applause. Associate producer, hey. That's what, sometimes behind the scenes is the money now. That producer stuff people don't realize. That is the money. Big up to Aton Edwards, who said, great show, King Simon. We'll watch the movie tonight. That's a good, Kendall's husband. You remember Kendall?
Yes.
Hypnotic therapist. Yeah, so he's watching in Canada. So big up to the whole Canadian crew. And everybody that came on to show some love. Big up to all of you. Everybody saying amazing woman. Yes, of course. And of course, thank you, Mark Young. Of course, Junior. Afro Prep, great show. Yes, that's Aton right there. That's his Afro Prep. Big up to him. Hello, beautiful. Everybody showing they love,
Thank you. Good evening, everybody. Man. Hello. No, I appreciate the embrace and I embrace this platform, and I thank you, King Simon, for allowing me to be a part of it and to co-host with you. I think we make a very good team together.
Of course, we're a good team. That's when it's just like when Bookman used to work with the Haitian, and now we're coming together as one. That's how we do this. That's how we do it.
That's it. And it's all about the will, having the will to do so, and actually, as long as you are willing and able, and it can be done.
That's right. Yeah. Let's you wanna close out with prayer this time? You wanna wait? Wait? Okay. Hold on. Let me just put you in the back and let me do these other commercials here. Once again, family. Yes. Hold on 1 second. I got you. Let me get in front, and you'll be and I'll be again. Give her a round of applause. The one, the only Sensei Shirley. She'll be back. We're gonna close out with the prayers. Just gotta shout out a few businesses here. Where my music at? Oh my God, my African music. Oh my God. Want to thank Professor Mo. Want to thank Professor Mo for being on, and thank all of you for showing love. And remember, this coming Wednesday, we have this beautiful sister that's going to be coming up live and direct. Her name is Shauna Paul. Shauna Paul will be in the building. Sister Shauna will be here talking about affordable housing and dealing with shelters and the homeless situation. Yeah, she's on the ground doing it live and direct. Enough respect to her. Don't forget, we have this beautiful sister coming in. Her name is Genesis Samadhi, high vibrational coach and tantric healer. I think she's also a doula too, so we're going to be speaking about that. Big up to her all the time. If you're going to be in Detroit, make sure you go to happyfilm.com. But if you got to go to the live stream, you could go directly to the live stream by that website right there on the bottom, kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com/events. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com/events. Featuring Maulana Karenga, Dr. Maulana Karenga, featuring Professor James Smalls, who was on earlier, Dr. Rosalind Jeffries, Dr. Leonard Jeffries, and so much more is going to be at this event. Live stream is going to be going right through kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com/events, and get your live stream tickets for 2 days. It's $25 a day. So you pay $50 for 2 days and you get to see the conference for April the 30th and May the 1st. So make sure you show that love. Don't forget about this big cosmic workshop that I'm doing in West End of Atlanta, Georgia. That's right. We're doing a cosmic workshop. Of course, King Simon, the Numero Veda, alongside Coach Helen, the spiritual business coach, and of course, Elicent Nedra, healer and master psychic medium. All of us have these intelligent mediums in us. All of us have this intuition. She just takes hers to another level, and she's going to show you how to take yours to the next level also at the class. Don't forget, if you are in Brooklyn, New York on May the 28th, all these masters are going to be there. Warrington Hudlin is a seafood. Warrington Hudlin. Of course, Grandmaster Tom Curry. Of course, the one, the only Grandmaster David Hibbert. Only one, Grandmaster Anthony Muhammad. Asoke Littlejohn. Grandmaster George Logan. Grandmaster Professor Bill. Sijo Mutaka Bear. And of course, Grandmaster David James, of course. All right. So they all going to be there dropping that hot knowledge. So if you want to be there, make sure you hit up studymartialarts.com. That's studymartialarts.com. Show them some love. And if you want some hypnotherapists, make sure you hit my girl up, the one, the only Kendall Cobb. That's right, Kendall Cobb. Hypnosis by Kendall. Hypnosiswithkendall.com. That's hypnosiswithkendall.com. Remember, you could call at 800 right now if you want to get right to us straight away. 800-503-1983. That's 800-503-1983. She helped me to get down here to Georgia. Believe me, I started packing. I didn't know where I was going to go, but as soon as I finished packing, that's when I knew I had to make it down to Georgia. And thank you very much, Kendall, for helping me to keep my movement. You know, I was so stuck in New York for too long. But don't forget, if you want the past life healing session, you could contact Nedra, Sister Elicent Nedra at moderndaysage.com. And if you're writing any books and you need any editing services, Susie Script can hit you up at Susie Script. That's right. Hit her up at 914-361-9467, 914-361-9467. And don't forget, if you want health insurance throughout the New York tri-state area, our very own Sensei Shirley still doing what she does over there. So make sure you hit her up. Email her at shirleystc@gmail.com. If you want the one, the only real estate, call or contact Camille Orta, 718-916-9129. That's 718-916-9129. And if you want to take classes with Lloyd Strayhorn, get his books, get his newsletters, please hit him up, do a session with him at lloyd-strayhorn.com, lloyd-strayhorn.com. And if you want to take my classes, I got an introductory class on udemy.com. That's udemy.com. All you have to do is go to the search engine and put in Numerovation. I'm the only one on there doing Numerovation. Everybody else doing everything else. I'm doing Numerovation, baby. That's what we do, motivating you with your numbers. And don't forget, if you want the full course meal, 8-hour raw uncut course, that's right. All you have to do is text the word course to 347-496-1022. That's 347-496-1022, and I will send you the details. And if you want any of my books, please go to Amazon.com and put in my name, King Simon, not Simon King, King Simon. But if you want to get straight to my links, all you have to do is go through Linktree/King Simon, the Numero Veda. That's King Simon, the Numero Veda, right through Linktree if you want that. And don't forget, if you want a numerovation session, all you have to do is text me your full name and date of birth to 347-496-1022. That's 347-496-1022. Remember, the study of numbers, or numerology, is applied mathematics. Learn how to apply your numbers and they will guide you. And if you want the special, all you have to do is send that 5555, and guess what? All you have to do is text your first name and birthday, and I will give you a breakdown of your numbers. And if you have 3 specific questions you want to deal with that I can guide you, remember, numerology is not psychic. It's about using the guiding apparatus. It's just like a GPS, and it's here to put you in your right perspective and do what you got to do to give you guidance. And hey, it is what it is. That's how we use it, baby. So I'm like keeping people focused. All right, disclaimer. Now, I know my beautiful sister going to help me out with the disclaimer. She always do. Are you ready to say something, girl? You all right?
Yes, sir.
All right, here, go ahead. Read the disclaimer, my beautiful sister.
Content disclaimer. The views, comments, and opinions expressed by guest speakers or authors on this YouTube channel do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions held by this channel's broadcaster and its sponsors. Parental guidance is advised.
Thank you. And this other disclaimer, I will read copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. That's right. You always got to watch your backside, people. I'm telling you, that's how we do it. So we're going to do this prayer as we usually do. Give that a round of applause. That's right. Give all that a round of applause. Yes. Now, this prayer that we're about to share, this prayer we're about to give up to people. This is produced and written by Dr. Delbert Blair. Make sure you go to his legacy shop at themetacenter2.com. That's themetacenter2.com. You can get his books. You can get his Faraday tech, protectors, magnets, diodes, and much more. Dr. Blair was a legend in the metaphysics world. He was also a pastor at one time, and he taught in over 200 colleges and universities. So big up to the late, great Dr. Delbert Blair. All right, you ready, my girl, for the prayers?
Yes, sir.
Prayer time, prayer time, prayer time, prayer time.
Prayer time.
Pray your time. Take your time for your prayer time. All right?
Yes, sir.
All right, you can set it off, and then we're going to finish
All right.
off.
All right, everybody take a deep breath in and out to the mouth. Please, Universal Creator, know in my heart that I love you. Please protect me and this planet on which I live now. Please open my mind, my spirit, and my soul to receive only truth and your love now.
And I will do it the last time from a universal perspective. You ready? Let's do this. Please, Universal Creator, know in our hearts that we love you. Please protect us and this planet on which we live now. Please open our minds and our spirits and our souls to receive only truth and your love now. That's right. My sister, I want to thank you very much. I know. I know, right? Who's this crazy Negro rolling his damn R's like he's some kind of Latina? Who doing that?
It's part of the Espanol.
I did. Espanol. That's right. We sounded like Italian. But yeah, we're glad that you came. I'm glad that you're here. I hope she's on the next show. Or she chooses when she wants to come on now. I got, she's a superstar, so she's a movie maker now, and I got to make sure.
Well, I'm here. We're a team. Huh?
Yes, teamwork make the dream work.
That's right.
Teamwork make the dream work, girl. That's what I'm talking about. I don't know nothing else about nothing else. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? But I want to thank you very much for coming on, and you be safe, and we will talk after. Okay, we'll talk after. All right. You have a great evening, and give those boys a great hug. Okay.
Yes.
All right, one love. Give it. That's right. That's right. Let's show her some love. Show us some love, family. Let's show us some love with my applause button. Show us some love. This is all some love. Thank you very much. That's sensei.
Thank you.
All right. Take care. All right. We're gonna learn today. All right. I want to thank her, of course. Want to thank our beautiful sensei for showing love in every way. Where's my music? Want to throw some music on? Remember, people, like Marcus Mosiah Garvey say, up, you mighty nation, you could accomplish what you will. That's how it works, man. It's true. Up, you mighty nation, you could accomplish what you will. Where your fingers might be spread, but when you pull it together, it's all about that unity. Unity. All right? And of course, like Dr. Khalid Muhammad used to say, regardless of land, label, or language, there is but one God. And make sure y'all stay focused. Y'all stay strong. Y'all stay at peace. And, maintain your discipline in whatever you need to do. I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all stay at peace. Peace. One love. Later. Hey, family, this is King Simon. Don't forget about getting your new motivation session at 347-496-1022. And don't forget about the Cosmic Alignment Workshop on May the 15th. Go to zenbar.org. That's zenbar.org. Simon. Remember, make sure you go to my website, KingSimonProductions.wordpress.com. That's KingSimonProductions.wordpress.com, or Linktree at King Simon the Numero Beta. Get all 4 of my books, and of course, that's the Numero Beta for Mental Stability. Numbers are simple, people are complicated. Numbers are simple, children's health is important, and no promotion is bad promotion. Just spell my name right. Make sure you get them now on all my links. That's KingSimonProductions.wordpress.com. Go now.